Fleas are one of the parasites that annoy pet owners the most. Not only do they actually irritate the dog while they're feeding, they actually suck their blood. Some dogs are even really sensitive to the saliva that the flea produces, and this causes them to scratch and scratch to the point where they can even infect themselves. Only 5% of the flea life cycle is actually on the dog. The other 95% is all around in the environment. The adult fleas live on the dog, they feed, they breed, the eggs then fall off the dog into the environment, where then they develop into the larvae and the pupa. And the pupa is a little bit like a cocoon, but I've got to tell you, unlike when a beautiful butterfly comes out, a flea comes out here, and that's not what we want. So there's a few things we can do to try and prevent this problem. Vet recommended products are fantastic, but they actually rely on the products being on the pet. So remembering that 95% of the problem's off the pet, there's going to be a lag time. There's going to be a while that can be weeks to months before we get on top of the problem. A couple of great tips that I've used over the time to try and speed this process up involve all sorts of things. You can vacuum the carpet. If you've got their bedding, make sure you wash it in really hot water. It needs to be about 60 degrees for about 20 minutes. You should really treat all year round because you don't want ever to have this infestation building up. You want to get it in control the whole year. Also, you should use a product like Revolution because it can affect a lot of different life cycle stages. It can affect the egg, it can affect the larvae, and it can also affect the adult. Another big tip, and I see this mistake happen quite often, is people don't treat every animal in the house. They only treat the dogs, say, and forget about the cats. Make sure you treat the lot. Read the label. Sounds, pretty obvious, doesn't it? But people often don't. If the product says, put it on every 30 days, we need to apply it every 30 days for it to be effective. I also like to use a product that is water fast because a lot of dogs go swimming, so make sure you use one like Revolution that will actually stay in the coat even if they get wet. When you're looking about what you need to treat with fleas, there are other things that sometimes come into play. Okay, am I worried about heartworm? Do I want to combine this product? Is a topical the right thing for my dog? Should it be a tablet? Do I like a chewy? So ask your local veterinarian to give you some advice about what's best for your pet in your environment.